and it's all up next.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold to be expected. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. And look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Gone. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To throw is gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Goff finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who threw for over 17,000 yards at Division II Shepherd University. Now trying his skills at the NFL level. Rookie Tyson Bagent.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley. The Bears at 7-5 now in the year. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st and 10, it's Bagent. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. On 1st down, Bagent. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Bagent. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he returns this to the 22. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Back to throw, Goff. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
There he goes right side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. A shotgun snap for Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Nick Folk for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Throwing now, Bagent. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Bears getting the road victory. So and the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Bagent. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions and Jared Goff about ready to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead. Shifts past him at the 45. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now Folk for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Jahmyr Gibbs in the Lions offense getting set once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Goff now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Gibbs on the toss left. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that one. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Folk's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
21-yard line.
throwing here. Bagent. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Bagent to throw. That is caught. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Bagent. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. He gets away from one. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin in the NFC South. Tampa Bay paying their yearly visit to Atlanta. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield has thrown a touchdown pass.
Well, we're in the latter stages of the season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime.
And they've got the lead at halftime over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Bajan. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now Bajan. Open man here is Scott, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Branch on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Lions.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 3-yard line.
Johnson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the 1st half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. St. Brown motioning left. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 26.
Now it's gone. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, and that is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Got his man. It's Williams. He's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 18 now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
The Bears now ready to take over again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. On first down, Bagent.
Got an open man, it's Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Throwing now, Bagent.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw is Bagent. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Bagent to throw.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Khalil Herbert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Goff now to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On 1st and 10, it's Bagent. Now a screen set up for Johnson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Here's Bagent.
Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw, Bagent. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Bagent.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Scott. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Throwing here, Bagent.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They'll look to throw again.
as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Back to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man, he finds Kamara. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slob their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it doesn't
feel right.
Exactly.
Touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Goff now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Jones on the return. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. So now the Bears down 31-28. 1:44 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Able to find Jones. And he will have the Bears first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down.
The full left side taken in by Kamara.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. You have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to potentially send us to overtime. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Velus Jones is intended receiver, but now it's third down.
He was defended by Emmanuel Mosley.
They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete. Now their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Pulled in at the 24. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return up 10 yards. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime, If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not